Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the channel. I am moving away just for this video from the stouts and the Christmas beers for a minute because I wanted to talk to you about this beer and try it out. I'm very excited. I took a trip over to Tynt Meadow at the weekend and yeah, had a lovely time there looking around the shop and had a few photos with Ellen Audio Christmas jumper, and I wanted to go there to pick up the new Quintus or the Quintus limited edition beer that's been in collaboration with Round Corner Brewery. I already had some, but I just wanted to go to and see the actual shop because I thought, oh, they've got a blonde beer out, I've heard. So I wanted to go and get one of them. But guess what? It wasn't available in the shop, and also it's not even available on their website. Yeah, I've just been looking on their website to see if you can get it there because I went over to the Harbour stores, the bottle shop I use, and they had it in. And I can't remember what he quite says to me, but he said something along the lines of, I don't want to quote him on that, but no, it's not even selling in the shop yet, and it's not available. But because he always stocks their beers, and I think he's got a good reputation for the amount of beers he's got. I think he's been given sort of like a little exclusive. There's a big batch. I want to find out about it, and I will update the description if I get that. But anyway, it says to chill well on the bottle, so it's in the fridge. We're going to get it out. I'm really excited about this. I'm sorry about the shadow. I'm still trying to sort out the lighting in here, but I'm too excited to just like worry about it. Anyway, so I'll be back in a second. So here it is, ladies and gentlemen. Tynt Meadow. Now, in 2018, I believe, when they first brought out the actual Tynt Meadow beer, which we all know, and they're the only British Trappist brewery, the only one in Britain. I've written it down. It's Britain's first official Trappist ale. Was brought out in 2018, and then 5 years later, they're bringing out a lighter affair. I think it's just probably to celebrate 5 years of being sort of like, you know, a brewery. And we all know the ins and outs about how these beers should be. They've got to be like, they can only be brewed for certain reasons, and the profits have to go back into the monastery and things like that. And the monks have to, or the nuns or whatever, they have to supervise the brew. It has to be specially approved and all that sort of stuff. So this is going to be a permanent beer. So if you don't really like the more darker, more sort of rich beers, here's an alternative. What absolutely fantastic, given two style of beers. And then this one in sort of this premium bitter, I think it is. I've just got to wrap my brains on that. The Quintus, which brewed as a collab beer, limited edition. I mean, I've had that. It's lovely. I've not reviewed. I've been too much into the Christmas beers at the minute. But yeah, I want to crack this open and get this into a glass. Where is my bottle opener? Yeah, now this is bottle conditioned as well, so I'm going to get sort of like some of it out, give it a swirl round. I don't. Oh, lovely little bit of smokiness on the glass. I can't remember whilst I was in the shop whether I've seen any glasses in there, any Tynt Meadow glasses, because I sort of regret if I did not buying one. Look at that. Look at the carbonation rising up there to the head. You know, this really, for a Trappist brewed beer, it's quite something to behold, really. Is there any more blonde beers out there? Is there any more blondes out there? You know, it's very quiet. Me, if I think of a Trappist ale, I think of something very, you know, really dark. Anyway, we'll read what we've got on the back of this. But just look at that. Oh, now we can see it is nice and cold. It looks, now this looks awesome, refreshing. When you've been drinking quite a lot of stouts and a lot of dark ales and things, I actually had a West Coast IPA the other day, and it was really quite refreshing, even though that bitter suck. But this looks a wonder in a glass. The head of that is absolutely snowy white, and it's like a nice sort of strawy very light, sort of very light orangey, sort of like quite a diluted orange sort of looking. Oh, but it just looks a wonderful beer. Quite hazy, fairly hazy. In fact, fairly hazy. Like you cannot see me through that at all. No, that's a very opaque. That is. But yeah, very good. Now, what's this coming in at? Let's have a look. This is coming in, I believe it was, yes, 5%. So a lovely, nice strength as well. Right, so with this beer, I hope there's no words on here I can't read, but I'll try, you know. With this beer, we have returned to the 19th century tradition of brewing in our abbey. Oh yeah, and I think these beers have to be brewed within the abbey grounds, don't they? When our, oh, what's that? Brethren, oh, I bet I've said that wrong, arrived in 1835, they settled in Poor Cottage on Tynt Meadow, now an extension of our monastic enclosure. Wow, how wonderful. This blonde ale re-ferments. The actual word on that, I think it's because it's been outside. It's actually been outside for a bit, not outside. You know, in our like carport as we've got, and then I brought it down and put it in the fridge. Re-ferments in the bottle. Now I would have had to read that and think about that, but yeah, it's bottle conditioned. But you know, we are talking sort of like different kinds of like descriptions here. Store, and I love this. Store in a cool, dark, quiet place. Chill well before serving gently. Now, yes, we should do exactly what we're told. We should serve it gently. But we all know with these sort of bottle conditioned beers, it's nice to get the bit out. But what I probably should have done, in all fairness, I should have probably like served it gently, and then I should have like got the sort of like the bottom bit in. But you know, I want to get straight into the full flavours of this beer. Right, so the head is staying there, lovely, absolutely very super slow, sort of like crushing of really slow, the finest carbonation bubbles in there, absolutely so fine, which to me is shows a quality beer. Oh, so this is an English style blonde, and it's got a nice sort of, yeah, a little bit of a nice spiciness to the nose, and a slight bit like sort of some bready malts in there, like you would probably expect with the blonde. Ugh. Not leave it any longer. Let's drink this beer. So thank you at Harborough Stores for being such a fantastic bottle shop that you've managed to get like this. And tell me if you out there has found it anywhere. But yeah, Harborough Stores in Market Harborough is where this beer is from. After obviously from Tynt Meadow, but bypassing there and coming to me. Spencer Arms. Right, cheers everybody. Cheers. Wow. Oh, wow. Do you know what? So silky. As soon as I put that beer in my mouth, I almost spat it out because it felt so nice in the mouth. I nearly just went, "Oh my god, that feels great!" But I just remembered I got a mouthful of beer. Oh, 330ml bottle. Give it. I wish it was a 500ml because I'm just doing this one beer tonight. Oh, I know this is going to run out too quick. It's so refreshing. What a lovely bitterness as well. Oh, that has got an absolutely beautiful mouthfeel. It's smooth. It's silky. It's got an awesome bitterness to it. It's spicy. It's got almost like a smoothness of a wheat beer. I just want to play with it in the mouth and just feel that. I knew it was going to be good, but that is literally fantastic. I mean, when you're talking about some of the blonde, some of the blonde beers you can get, and then some of the blonde beers you can get. Whoa! And let me just have another sip of this. Hold on. Lovely malty. Oh, it's a lovely malty. Now I've let it just sit there for a minute and chat. It was a nice. No, I don't want. I'll just come back to the malts in a minute. I'll let it settle, and so I can just sort of figure out. But the bitterness is really and then there's a lovely sweetness, but not overly sweet, comes through, and just the bitterness just slowly absorbs, just lovely on the back of the palate there. It's absolutely wonderful. The bitterness is so inviting. It's so inviting. There's nothing at all wrong in that way that bitterness comes across in a sort of a West Coast IPA style. It's quite nicely bitterness, but then it's balanced so well with the sweetness that's coming from the malts that are in there. I can't work out whether they're sort of bready, toasty, or it's like an in-between. I wouldn't expect it to be sort of like caramelly. I'll be looking more of the sort of the toasty malts, which they are. But there's a lovely little tiny bit of sweetness. It's almost like you've got your nice sort of lightly toasted bit of bread and just got a little bit of like just a little bit of marmalade or something on it there. Oh, something just really. I've actually messaged these guys on Instagram and asked them, could you just give me a little bit of information about this beer? So I don't know how quick they'll get back to me, but I really wanted to. And obviously they're probably not going to tell you too much information, but I just wanted to know. Like, obviously I found out it's a 5-year sort of a celebration of 5 years since Tynt Meadow was first sort of like brought out in Britain's first official Trappist ale, Trappist brewery. And so 5 years later, they bring another permanent beer out, which is the blonde. And what a great choice! You can either go for the darker or the lighter, and they're both. I love them both. I love all styles of beer. I'm even trying some of the sours now, but which I'm finding a little bit tricky, but I'll get there. What is striking me with this? Look at that little vortex of carbonation there. If you can see it, it's quite hazy, right? But the bubbles are so fine. I can see them. They are so, you can see like little bits in there as well. So fine. There's not them great big bubbles of carbonation. This is a bottle conditioned beer. It's done the rest of its stuff in that bowl, and I'm not regretting throwing everything in, because why taste it without everything in it when you taste it with everything in it? That's just down to me. It's my personal preference. It's all subjective. I do not want this beer to end. It's got a pillowy, lovely, beautiful white head that's still looking, it's looking creamy. It really is. It's so, I think I'd need to drink 4 or 5 of these to really get to write down in my mind all the different tastes I'm getting. It's definitely giving me the spice, but subtly, nicely. It's giving me the bitterness, non-astringent, very sort of like soft and gentle, but still saliva based. It's giving me a lovely sweetness, natural sweetness. It's giving me a long-lasting carbonation, which is so wonderful in the mouth. The only thing it's missing is a bigger bottle with loads more in it. But I'll just have to. I'm just so thankful that's a permanent beer and not going to be like a limited edition. So it's absolutely fantastic. Look, you can't even get rid of. It's one of them. Oh my God. That's been an experience, and that is a Speno 10 out of 10 without a shadow of a doubt. Absolute boom. It's a knockout punch, that is. It is absolutely. That is I'm lost for words how good that is for a blonde. I don't know, like I suppose if you think of me, I don't really have many blonde beers in here. In fact, what have I got in here? Oh, I know I've got a Hobgoblin Gold. But no, that ain't. I mean, yeah. I mean, I don't. Yeah. I'm lost for words. I'm gonna. Yeah. But yeah. What did I say? Yeah. A 10. Absolute. On the money. Blimmin'. Oh. Ding ding. Fantastic. These these are good. These are just great. And anyway, right. It's one of those took me by surprise. It's really he's hanging around. It's really hanging around. It's just it's hanging there. It's like I finished the beer, but the beer is not finished with me yet. It's just giving me the smile. It's just giving me everything that I love out of a fantastic beer. Just the experience. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. That is just crazy. As soon as if you can find this, go and get it. Trust me, like you're not gonna regret this. So I can't remember how many I bought. I think I bought 4. This is the one. Because I said I didn't want to be greedy when I was at the shop. I didn't want to I wanted to buy like 10, if you know what I mean. If it's like, but I said no, I'm not going to buy. I'm just going to buy 4 so that other people can come in and they can have it. So he said, well, don't worry about it really. So I've got 3 cases of it, but I thought no, even so, yeah. So I think I've got 4. So I'd like to share that and share that with somebody who I think would appreciate it. But anyway, we'll see. So yeah, waffling on. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for all the subscribers. Please smash the like button. I really would love it if you could smash the like button and put your comments in the comment box. And thank you so much for watching. And if I don't see you before, it's not a Christmas beer, but Merry Christmas. We're getting close. It is near round about the Christmas time. So yeah, take care everybody. Live, love, laugh, and just be safe. Much love, Speno.